All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Project Portsal. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of discussion. Um, if and before I begin, this is going to go into some topics that may or may not spoil a lot of the map. Um, I'll be going into lore as well, but a lot of this is going to be nitty gritty technical stuff, and if regarding the map, and I understand a lot of people I haven't given a lot of context as to what's actually going on, or if I have, but they just haven't. Well, really, I'll explain everything, including why I'm wearing netherite armor and have it fully enchanted. It's not really what you think. Anyways, all right. Hello. Now, as stated in the well intro, kind of. Um, I will be going over, well, first off, let's start small. Why am I wearing netherite armor? To put it simply, periodically I will go back and test things such as basically difficulty, and I do first a test with the netherite armor, and then I run a base. I basically go through. I have to experiment and test, tweak the difficulty of uh, certain aspects of the map because there are some areas which can range from extremely difficult to not so difficult at all, and I'm also working on trying to make quests a little bit closer in terms of distance because what I've noticed is a lot of my quests are a few thousand blocks away. One in particular is over 10,000 blocks away, and that's just, well, that one was kind of unavoidable. It involved a woodland mansion. Um anyways, all right, so behind me is a structure I call it the watchtower. Yes, it's a basically a modified villager outpost. I mean pillager outpost. Anyways, um, so the reason I have this here is this is probably going to be, in terms of lore, one of the older structures um, on the island. It probably existed before the founding of the actual island community settlement and before everything was built up around it. Um, let's just take the shield off for a second so we can have that. Beautiful. Now it's not so cluttered. Anyways, so I'm obviously in a disposable version of the world. This is actually a new thing. I have a disposable version of the world that I'm using. It's raining. You can acquire a quest here, but yeah, it's overall this is a good. Actually, this is a very good trace place for trades. Um, Not counting that, but 1 emerald for 6 bread, and if that was 1 emerald for 18 cookies, that'd be fine. But that's kind of a garbo trade. All in all, very decent trades. They're low in terms of emerald costs. So if you're someone who would prefer to trade, because also, by the way, cookies, getting cookies on the map, like getting the resources to make cookies, I realized that there was a problem in the fact that I hadn't accounted for the fact that this is supposed to be a developing island micronation of sorts. So, like, they didn't have a resource on the island that they probably should have given the fact that they've been sending expeditions out to rainforest regions. So I had to make areas for cocoa bean farming. Because yeah, you can get a very expensive mending villager, but that's the price that I rolled, and I basically was at it for an hour and a half trying to get a mending villager with all this surrounding junk items that I had to deal with. So why are you stuck? What is this villager? Oh. I'm probably gonna have to do that on the main map anyways. But that's probably gonna be at a later date. Anyways. Let's move yet again, and I have a few other places I want to go over and discuss. I want to keep this video to like 10 minutes or something. I know I just did a 5-minute video, but I want to kind of double that time. Alright, and welcome to the trading hall. So this area is not new at all. In fact, I built this right after I built the outer wall and before I built the second level of the island's main compound area. I'm thinking of removing these, but I don't know. They look okay, I guess. Anyways, the lore behind this is like a trading hall. This is a business. This is like the business sector, or at least the main um coordinated business sector of the map. I still haven't gone through and put signs above each of the villagers, but they will eventually get named. I haven't figured out their names yet. It's just like, development slow. I'm taking my time with this, by the way, because I don't want to screw something up. Or at least I don't want to screw up too bad. And it's thundering. Anyways, let's head over to some new areas. Or actually, I want to talk about this. This is the garden area, and I know I've discussed this before, lightly, I guess. I haven't gone into too much detail. But, this area is, yeah, it's basically a garden. It's supposed to be a garden, at least. It looks kind of overgrown and old, but, yeah, anyway, in this episode I will be going into why I built the iron farm, what its function is within the lore, and yeah, why that is the way it is. Anyway. Alright, now it's time to discuss where this iron farm fits into the lore. So, within lore and time frames perspective, I'd probably give it like, it's not so much a recent construction, it's an older construction, but it's just been upgraded several times. The villagers inside are convicts, and despite how many would say that their treatment is inhumane, it's not. there are worse punishments around the island than this clearly stressful situation with the husk, which is named, by the way. It has a name. It's named Husky. I know, not very creative, but well, I had to think of something to, with my limited mental capacities, to figure out exactly how I was gonna prevent it from despawning. So yeah. Now I know that there are many other, probably more optimal ways of doing this type of structure. But to be fair, I've looked at other options for iron farms, and when going over them and just looking through how they were constructed and whatnot, this was one of the more compact ones. It didn't require too many resources, at least none that I could really say that would be too difficult to get or gather. And honestly, I think it's a very good farm for what it is. It can certainly pump out a lot of iron. It does have a habit of not working at night. Um, there are at points where it just completely stops working, and I do not know why it's doing that right now. But we won't worry about that because this is a disposable save. It's working in the save that I have. There are some teething issues. I have noticed that with the timing, there has to be a set timing, and if it's off by like a little bit, it just doesn't want to work. Anyways, let's move on. What else do I have to discuss for this video? Um, oh yeah. Uh, as much as this looks like a plow, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Is he stuck? He's stuck. No, I don't want to do that. All right, I think I fixed the issue that we were having. I guess this works for a wheelbarrow. I mean, that's kind of believable. I guess it's meant to be towed behind an animal or something. Again, I'm just throwing out ideas. Sorry, this is like I know that I'm not going to save this world, but I am going to take note of the changes, some of the changes that I make. Um, Anyways, I think this wraps up the video for now. I've just gone over everything I really had on my mind that I thought I would share or talk about. I know it's not much, but I hope it helps understand a little bit of developer perspective. Um, yeah, I hope to continue developing this map in a little bit of better capacity than I have been doing. I really have been touching on little small features that I probably shouldn't worry about, but yeah, I just think it's a nice touch. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will gladly see you in the next one.